Hey everybody, and welcome back to Subscription Box Basics. I'm Julie Ball, your host. Today I'm talking about my take on events, like getting yourself out there. And I'm going to be sharing with you 10 reasons that in-person events should be a part of your budget. This episode is the first in a 3-part series where I talk about events. And so over the next 2 weeks, I will be interviewing some people from 2 events that I already have budgeted in for 2023. We're going to be talking about the Sub Summit, of course, and we're going to be talking about the Ultimate Product Party. I'm lucky enough to be a speaker at both events, and I hope that I see you at one or the other or both. So I'm going to dive right in. This is going to be a pretty quick episode. I'm going to tell you again those 10 reasons why I think you should budget for in-person events. And these are really not in any specific order, but rather just as I was thinking about all the benefits of me going to events in the past and that ripple effect that they have, just brainstorming them. So number 1, building relationships. There's just something about face-to-face, in-person conversations that cannot be replicated on virtual. Now, I love virtual events too, but today we're talking about actually physically going to an event. You're going to be surrounded by like-minded people, or maybe a community, or maybe people who do the same thing as you, like Sub Summit. They're all subscription box business owners and vendors. And so building relationships with those people face to face is just one of those things that I find it really fun, but I find it really impactful because growing your network is so valuable for an entrepreneur. Maybe you'll need to hire someone. Maybe you need a vendor. Maybe you need support one way or another. And building those relationships can really go a long way with that. Number 2 is brand visibility. Showing up and getting out there undoubtedly has an effect on the visibility of you as a person and the business owner and the CEO, but also your brand. When I've gone to events in the past and I was representing Sparkle, Hustle, Grow, I would carry around that pretty pink box. And it was not only it gave the visibility, someone might see me, not know who I am, but they'd see the box and they'd say, oh, hey, are you a Sparkle, Hustle, Grow? Or hey, are you Julie Ball? And so it was a great way to break the ice. But as I took pictures with people from the stage or peers or just new people that I met, I had my product right there and could take a picture with the Sparkle Hustle Grow box in there. Now, if you get on stage at that event, that's even more brand visibility. Tell you a quick story. When I went to Christy Wright's Business Boutique several years back, I had the opportunity, because I asked, I had the opportunity to gift all of the speakers with a Sparkle Hustle Grow box. So when they went into the green room, they each had a box set out for them. And it was a variety of boxes. They didn't all get the same thing. So it was fun to see and hear about them sharing, what'd you get in your box? Stu McLaren saw Jennifer Allwood looking through her Sparkle Hustle Grow box, and he ended up taking that box on stage because he was talking about memberships and the subscription model. And so Sparkle Hustle Grow got stage time. Even though I didn't get stage time, my box and brand was up there in Stu McLaren's hands for all of the audience to see, and that gave tons of brand visibility. So it's just another really great reason to physically go to an event, but take your product there, take your packaging, your subscription box with you. The third reason you should go to an event is to meet vendors. So often when you go to a summit, like Sub Summit, for example, they will have a vendor marketplace. When I go to the Ultimate Product Party, they've already talked about having a product marketplace. So it's a really great place to find potential products that you could put in your subscription box, but it's also a great place to find vendors. Maybe you need a new box printer. Maybe you need to find someone to help make custom products. So going to events, and especially like expos that are built for that exact thing, you can walk away with so many new contacts. Back in 2019, Renee and I went to the National Stationery Show. It was at the Javits Center in New York City, and we walked around for hours meeting stationery, journals, bookmarks, tech gadgets, all kinds of things. We made so many contacts there, and we met so many people that we ended up doing business with as vendors. So the fourth reason I love in-person events is finding people to do collaborations with. Do you know how many times over coffee or happy hour we have found people that we want to collaborate with, and in conversation you just come up with these creative ideas of, oh, I'd love to gift a Sparkle Hustle Grow box to your audience. You can do a giveaway, or oh, you would be a great guest expert for the box. So finding people to collaborate with, and honestly, Renee and I do our best brainstorming next to the pool with a fruity beverage in hand. We dream up so many collabs with the people that we've met at these events. The fifth reason that I love in-person events is learning. When we go to these events, a lot of times there are speakers on stage, or maybe workshops or breakout sessions that you can go to based off of the topic that you want to learn about. And that's the beautiful thing. You're going to go to these events where people might be 1, 2, maybe 3 steps ahead of you in your business. They've gone first, and now they can teach you what they've learned along the way. Or maybe they are a vendor that does Facebook ads, for example. Maybe they are an agency, and they might teach at this event how to create good content for your Facebook ads. So there's so many different ways that you can learn. I always take a little notepad and pen in my bag when I go to these events, because I know there's going to be all kinds of great tips or nuggets, things that I can turn around and implement in my own business. The sixth reason why I love in-person events, and I think you should go to them and budget in for them, is the opportunities that are very unique to each event. And I'm going to give you an example with the Sub Summit, and you'll hear about this in a future episode. But at Sub Summit, they have all these things. They have vendors, they have workshops and keynotes and stuff, but they also have unique things at the event, like pitch competitions, and awards ceremonies. Participating in these can be amazing opportunities. So for example, the pitch competition is for new and aspiring subscription box business owners. They pitch to an expert panel to try to earn money and tools and resources to help them with their brand new business. With the Sub Summit Awards ceremony, it's called the Cube Awards. If you're watching the video, you can see my Cube Award right up there. Sparkle Hustle Grow won a Community Choice Cube Award last year, and I got to go on stage in front of the entire audience and thank them for their support on behalf of Sparkle Hustle Grow and our community. So going to these events can be super fun and impactful based off of your participation in some of these sub events that happen at the Bigger Picture conference. All right, the number 7 reason why you should go to in-person events is the opportunity to earn revenue. Maybe you set up at the marketplace as a vendor. We did that year after year at Christy Wright's Business Boutique in the past. We would set up a table or two, take excess inventory there, and more than make what it costs to be there and make a profit and walk away having earned revenue. So that could be in the terms of sales of excess inventory or sales of your subscription box. Maybe that is finding people that you're going to do a partnership with, like maybe they're going to promote your box and with their audience, and then you walk away with a return on your investment from that event because you met that person at that event. So there's a lot of ways that you can get an ROI on those in-person events. So that's something you should think about before you go. What are the tangible things that I'm going to walk away with? How is investing in this event going to make me more money? Okay, number 8 is access. So often when you go to these events, you are sitting in the same room as really high-level coaches, celebrity entrepreneurs, peers that you might not otherwise have met online, or maybe didn't even know about till you went to the event and maybe you saw them on stage, or met them while having coffee. Access to these people to have a conversation, to get a photo opportunity with them, or potentially even pitch them. This is one of my favorite things, is access. And that story I told you about my subscription box being gifted to the speakers at the Business Boutique, that access, when Stu took that up my box on stage, of course, after his presentation, I went to go thank him and got a photo opportunity, and we started chatting a little bit. And guess what? I was able to pitch him in to be on this podcast, and he accepted. So if you go back, you can listen to that episode. I have also participated in some of his programs. I've been an affiliate for his membership experience. There's so many things that came from that. And Jennifer Allwood was there too, and I had access to her, got a photo with her, and she became a Sparkle Hustle Grow guest expert. If I had not been at that event, if I hadn't gifted those boxes, I might have just been in the audience. Maybe I wouldn't have had those opportunities. And that's something you can think about before you go to an event. Like, how are you going to make the most of this event? Maybe that is wearing a logo shirt so that you're recognizable. Maybe that's getting these photo ops. But access at the events to people that you might not be able to access, I think is super, super valuable. So next on the list, number 9 reason why I love in-person events is team building. Sometimes we might have some contract workers or maybe some team members that are spread across the country and we rarely get to see. Renee on my team is in California. I'm based in North Carolina. So only a couple times a year do we get together, and that's usually based around an event. I love that time with her. That in-person time is invaluable when it comes to our work together. We like to do team building things like photo shoots when we're together, or just laying by the pool and brainstorming new ideas, having dinner together. It's an opportunity for me to pour into her as part of my team. So I think it's really important to mention that team building is definitely one of the reasons why I love in-person events. And the last reason, it's probably no surprise to you, is fun. I absolutely love to travel. Renee loves to travel too. And so we build in fun as part of our event. Of course, we're going to go to the workshops, we're going to go to the dinners and the presentations and all of that. But we always make it a point to do some fun things. So quick example, this month, Renee and I are meeting in Miami. She and I are going to celebrate the sale of Sparkle Hustle Grow. We're going to be planning a lot of things for Subscription Box Basics. We're doing a photo shoot. But the first day that we get there, we're doing a spa day. That's super fun for us. It's relaxing. It's a way for us to bond. So think about, what are the events that you're going to? Is there fun already baked into it? So when you listen to the future episode about the Ultimate Product Party and the Sub Summit, there is absolutely so much fun baked right into the core of both of those events. But if you're going to an event that doesn't have that built in, or maybe it's an expo, try to think about, what else can you add as part of that trip? Another quick example is when Renee and I went to the National Stationery Show, it was more of an expo, a marketplace. We did not go to presentations. There weren't any special events that we were able to go to. So what did we do? We went and saw Mean Girls on Broadway. And then we went to Times Square and walked around and did all the New York City touristy things because it was fun. We always love that work hard, play hard attitude. So think about that when you're planning your next event. Business events don't have to be boring. They can absolutely be fun. And if they're not already fun, then it's on you to think about, like, how can I build some fun into this? So those are my top 10 reasons. Let me recap real quick. Number 1, building relationships. Number 2, brand visibility. Number 3, meeting vendors. Number 4, collabs. Number 5, learning new things. Number 6, unique opportunities like pitch competitions and award ceremonies. Number 7, earning revenue, make some money. Number 8 is access. Number 9 is team building. And number 10 is to have fun. I hope that this quick list of reasons why you should go to in-person events encourages you to look at event calendars and put a few on the books, whether it's the rest of the year or just even looking through 2023. So I'm curious what events that you already have on the books, which ones you're putting on the books. And if you have any questions about which events to go to, DM us. Would love to talk it over. And if you're hosting an event, let us know as well. Over the next couple weeks, again, you're going to hear about the Sub Summit and the Ultimate Product Party, both happening in May of 2023. I hope to see you at those events. Thanks for listening today, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.